Video will understand about parameter file and server parameter file. Now in Unix, when you create your database, automatically the parameter file or the server parameter file is in Oracle Home DBS folder, while in Windows it's in the under Oracle Home database folder. So let's see the existing parameter file. Now what would happen is, let's understand the precedent. Suppose there's a parameter file in this destination, that is say Oracle Home database or DBS. Yeah, let's pick database for instance, because right now we are using a Windows machine. So what would happen if there's a parameter file and also a server parameter file in this destination? The server parameter file will have precedence over the parameter file. So unless and until there's no server parameter file, the parameter file, text-based parameter file, will be used. Now let's see an example of it. You see here, I told you it exists in database folder, and you see here there's this file init angel.ora. Now angel is the name of the database, and it's an initialization file, and it's a server parameter file because it points to another location, and that file is a server parameter file. Now the server parameter file is not a text-based file, but it's a binary file, and you cannot go and edit it. So let's see the location of the server parameter file. You see here, so this is what is called a server parameter file. Though you can open it, you cannot edit it using notepad editor, etc. You need to use Oracle SQL Plus commands to edit it. So let me show you something else. What is a text-based parameter file? So if you don't have a server parameter file, you can also use a text-based parameter file. This is what is called a text-based parameter file. The difference in a text-based parameter file is you can immediately edit it, change those parameters, and when you start the database, you can specify command like starter SQL plus sys / Oracle as sysdba, and when you start your database using a server parameter file, you can give commands like server startup p file is equal to Oracle / product / 10.2.0 / db -1 / dbs / init.ora. So that will, what would happen is, when you start the database in this manner, whatever parameters are there in this text-based parameter file will be in effect. But normally you would always open your database using server parameter file. Why server parameter file? Because when you use server parameter based file, you can edit the contents of server parameter file dynamically, which means your database, you don't need to shut down your database. While if you are using a text-based parameter file, what would happen is, if you want to change some parameter, you will shut down your database and then go to your init.ora file like this and change the parameters and then restart the database, which will result in database downtime. But when you are using server-based parameter file, you just give the command like alter system set open cursors equal to 150 scope equal to both. Now what would happen is, by firing this command, the effect is inside the server parameter file plus additionally the memory. There are other things to know about these parameters, like how do you know what parameters, what are the values of parameter in the server parameter file. So for that we have various tables. First table we have for instance specific parameter is $parameter. Here we will see various parameters, but for server based parameter file we will look into a table called $s parameter. Now here we have name and value, and value indicates the server based parameter file contents. Select name slash value from $s parameter where is specified equal to true. Now this will list you all the contents of the server based parameter file. Note, I have done a spelling mistake here. Yeah, I added a single added is double I. Yeah, that's where the problem is. So that would show me all the contents of server based parameter file. The other advantages of using a server based parameter file is I can change the contents of the memory. Like say, let's fire this query again. Select from you see here all the values. Now if I want to affect only the memory, I will fire alter system set open cursors equal to 200 scope equal to memory. Now by firing this command, what would happen is the moment this parameter is affected for the existing database instance. The moment I shut down the database, the older value which is in the server parameter file will come into effect. Now to see what is the value of the server parameters of the current instance, we have one more table that is called $parameter2. Now here if I fire the query on, open cursor, you can see the value which we changed now, that is 200. While if we query $s parameter, the value will be 150 because that is the value in the server parameter based file, and that would be a permanent value. So you know now what is a parameter file, text based parameter file, and a server based parameter file, how you change the contents of server based parameter file. And let's see how to create a parameter file from a server based parameter file. You see now a parameter file is made out of this existing server parameter file. So when I start the database, as I start up p file, the new file location which I created, I have to find the destination of it and call it, and then I can start the database. But again, you remember you have to use server parameter based file when you want to use features like automatic memory management, etc. For all the advanced features, mostly you need your database to be in using server based parameter file. That's it for now.